Hello and welcome to me bombastically going through some of my record collection. In this instance, it is, I'll give you a clue, I'm crazy like a fool. Because sometimes people would say I am. What I'll do though is rather than just go through the singles that don't have picture sleeves in them or anything like that, I'll go through the picture sleeves because most of them are pretty cringeworthy, pretty bad. Okay, so in case you still didn't get the I'm crazy like a fool, because we've got to pronounce fool as fool, which sounds like full. So I bet the closed captions will say I'm crazy like a fool, as in. Right, okay. Boney M. This is, and I do actually have some picture sleeves of Boney M, and here's one of them. Belfast, Belfast. When the country rings, Belfast. But we have to sort of have it like this. The only problem with that is that you've got to hold on to it. Oh, then again, your record won't fall out if you do it like that. But if you had it sort of like that, that would be a little bit disturbing. But come on, get these two LPs. We have Take the Heat Off Me, where they're looking a little bit stretchy, we could say. Yes, you've got Take the Heat Off Me and Love for Sale. Well, looking at that, I suspect Love was a little bit cheap. And the less said about those chains, the better too, I think. But we've even got Boney M on tour, so you could catch them in Bremen. See, he was so eager, he wanted to go. There. So, come on, get these two hot LPs. I actually do have them, but I'm just doing the singles. I won't inflict either of those picture sleeves on you. Just the little photos about enough. And next up we have Mary's Boy Child. Oh my lord. Oh, they've looked like they've gotten some beautiful shower curtains and gone, yeah, that'll make a nice dress. And Bobby Farrell has got the offcuts. They always kind of pose in funny ways, don't they? Kind of all that sort of stuff. But yes, but we have one more album to get. We've got to go on the night flight to Venus because, you know, I like showing my double chin. And this is from Germany. There's certainly some pout action going on, isn't there? When the photographer didn't go and 1, 2, 3, smile, he or she went 1, 2, 3, pout. Well done. We got to see those lips very well. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Next up, we have Hooray, Hooray, it's a Harley Harley day. And if you weren't listening properly, you'd be there thinking, oh, another Christmas song. And Bobby Farrell's got clothes on this time. And you turn it over, and they're looking out to sea. Probably looking at what they think they've missed, maybe. And the reason why they have their backs to us is because they probably feel really ripped off. Either that, or they're thinking, wow, what a lovely wall-sized photo. We better pretend that we're interested. And the next one, get your shimmer on. Rasputin. The Australian pressing to Rasputin. So yes, there they are, blasted with light from below, because let's face it, that's probably why they've got it cut at the waist there, because if you're being blasted with light from down below, you wouldn't want to go any further, would you? You'd see all sorts of sparkles. But Bobby Farrell's here. It looks like he sort of slipped when shaving his afro, doesn't it? Oh, I'm crazy like a fool. And then we've gotta go home. I'm sure many people thought that about them. Look, just go home. Just go back to Rasputin or the rivers of Babylon or something like that. So there they are. They've gone from looking at an ocean to leaning on a fence. And the story is that Bobby did actually have a drinking problem, so he probably was leaning on the fence. Oh. Interesting where the fence post is with him. I wonder if that was deliberate. So yes, the next one up that we have is something that's a picture cover that's a little bit unusual in that it doesn't feature them. Maybe they like the idea of a big moon instead. So like, oh, let's replace Bobby Farrell with a big yellow moon with the red underneath. Oh look, and there's literally a crack in the clouds. And this is the Australian pressing, and the album is 10,000 light years. There you go. Or are they sort of taking off there like Josie and the Pussycats in outer space? The only problem with that is that there's one more of them. And they can't all be Valerie. Or is this their way of saying you can have a close encounter with Boney M? Hang on, there we are now. There's the plane. Those gear changes are a bit disturbing though. So you could have yourself a Bobby Farrell falling from the sky. Flying Farrell. Okay, and last but not least, we have yet another, was a re-release in Germany or something like that, of Mary's Boy Child, all sort of rugged up, all in their woolen finery, or something like that. So the studio is really hot, but let's look like we're freezing cold in our in our furs. Hopefully they're fake. Oh yes, 6 years of Boney M hits. Boney M on 45. That's what it would have been. By the river of Babylon, where we sat down. That's when the sort of stars on 45s thing was very, very popular at that time. So yes, 45 Boney M. Oh my goodness me. I would have to be a real collector to try and find all those picture sleeves. There'd be more out there, but they're the ones that I've gotten over the years. And I just couldn't resist getting these out to show you. And you're probably there thinking, oh good grief, you could have just left them back into your record collection and just didn't do this. Mind you, if you thought that, you wouldn't be getting this, you wouldn't be this far in the video, would you? So that kind of negates what I said. Oh well, comme ci, comme ça. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and if you did, please do all the likes and subscribes and the bells and the whistles and all that sort of thing. Got to get my foot in, even though my shoes look dreadful. And jazz hands. And please take care of yourself, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Sans Boney M, or Village People, or cheesy things like that. Though I'm sure I could find some other cheese. Should I go for Colby, which is really soft, or should I go for something vintage? Mind you, if it's vintage, it would be more cracked, wouldn't it? Oh, well, then that would mean my next video would be about the Rolling Stones, wouldn't it? Yes. All right. Please take care of yourself, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Okie dokies. Ciao.